say this morning. He runs on adrenaline. And
we see Troy Elzinger and Jason Stein just exchanging pleasantries already over on centre wing.
Ratchie on a wing.
Mitchell looks like he's there with him. Dean Oakley will be starting in the middle for Thomson up against Jamie Weiss, so as selected there.
Russell Hearns into the middle.
Start of the first term preliminary final, 2002 GDFL Final Series. North Geelong and Thomson, the winner to play Corio next week in the GDFL Grand Final. Oakley and Weiss, they go up. Weiss gets it down easily. Priddle leaves it behind. Weiss a kick off the ground towards half forward. O'Connor runs across. Can't take it with him. Neither can Riley. Sitting underneath it though is Shannon. He gets it away. Now Oakley back there with Riley in support. Elzinger comes at Riley. Drop the footy. Should be in a free kick to North Geelong. Wasn't forthcoming. Smith close to the boundary line and loses it over the line for a boundary throw-in. 45 metres out from the North Geelong goal. So Oakley's worked his way down there. Short throw-in, gets it down to the front. Gardner leaves it behind. Priddle's there also. Through the middle, Riley got it away to Gardner somehow. Handball to Stone. Outside defensive 50, goes towards centre wing. Sabali Armstrong bowls him over. Goes close to the boundary line. Nick Maharis tries to keep it in, does so for 10 or 12 metres. And then it's out of bounds for a throw-in, centre wing out of side.
It's an interesting matchup, Nick Maharis and Brett Fisher.
I just had a quick look at Shane Stone. Seemed to move all right when he chased the ball straight up, so that's good for the Thomson team.
So a boundary throw in centre wing. Weiss up against Gardner in the end, falls to the front, and it's over the boundary line again. So the boundary umpire set to do it on centre wing once again. Oakley works his way down there now, up against Weiss. Boundary throw in, into that breeze. Gardner gets it down. Nick Maharis off hands. Fisher thumps it over the boundary line. So for a third time, we'll have another boundary throw in.
You can just see over there, boys, with the boundary umpire throwing it in. No one yet has, only Gardner has had the sense just to stand in a little bit close, because obviously he's not going to throw it in all that far over there.
So from the throw in, ball comes, Neil the ruckman get a touch, goes forward for Thomson. Armstrong can't pick it up. Priddle does, kicks it forward to centre wing. Rathje dropped a chest mark, should have taken. Now he's outnumbered 2-1. Stein for Thomson comes away. Eludes a tackle and terrible kick off the boot. The wind caught that one. Stone overruns it. Comes to Timmy Gardner. He doesn't overrun it. Picks it up and away he goes. High tackle. No free kick. Handball comes out to Nick Maharis. Back to Christian Highland. He tries to get around a tackle, but North pressure has turned the footy over because it's gone to Jason Rathje. Off the left foot into the forward half. Brothour leads Aitchison in the race for the footy, but Aitchison now gets ahead but can't control it by the boundary line. And it's over. I just wonder, Aitchison back in the goal square against Brothour, a bit too far out of the play.
Well, could be. I'd like to see Mario Zitko up here, probably where this boundary umpire is here, because they're going to waste a lot of time in that area there. We've already had 3 throw-ins there.
So we're going almost 3 minutes, no score yet from the throw-in. The ball comes to ground. Lockwood, nice little handball out to Flack. Mark almost taken in the full forward area for North Geelong, but Rowan and Aitchison finally to Thorley, all by hand, and Thorley, long kick out of defence, finds Weiss on centre wing. Handball to Quick now of North, back into the forward half. On his own, diving chest mark, not taken by Lockwood, and O'Connor under real pressure for Thomson at centre half back, and Thorley tackled without the footy. The umpires are giving plenty of latitude. I don't think we've had a free kick paid yet, and the ball at centre half forward for North Geelong, 40 metres from goal, and the umpire will put the ball in the air. Big pack of players there, so Thomson crowding back into the defensive half. Rathje up high, taps it forward for North Geelong. Picked up good work there by Shannon, and he's hooked it around the body. Terrific goal, terrific solo effort for Simon Shannon. That's the first goal of the day on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. It's gone to North Geelong. They lead 1 goal. Thomson yet to score, and we've been playing 4 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, that's certainly the start we needed. Ratchke's getting a touch of the footy, which he didn't do last week. Got into the forward 50 pretty quick, and I think this might just be the scoring end. But that's a good start for the North Geelong side.
You can see already the ball's going to spend a lot of time across the other side of the ground, and it's a side that can bring it. This side will end up scoring, I think.
Well, that's where the goal came from, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this
exactly.
side of the centre axis.
So back to the middle. Umpire fanning with the ball. Oakley and Weiss. Umpire throws the ball in the air now. Favours Oakley. He probably could have taken it out of the ruck contest. Stones over it. Priddle as well. Umpire says it's his. Secondary bounce. In the middle, Priddle and Stone.
Little lack of talk there for young Dean Oakley. Players around him.
Up off the bottom of the pack. And could have taken it out of the ruck contest. It did favour him. He'll do it again against Weiss. It favours him again. He has to stand there and get it down towards Stone, who rides the bump, gets it away to Oakley, gets through traffic, loses the footy though. Shannon doesn't. Handball. Back towards Weiss, tries to get rid of the handball, stolen by Highland, goes to centre half forward. Maharis getting back there, Hearn coming out at pace, Friars leading Forbes to the ball, and it's over the boundary line for a throw in. 50 around from the Thomson goal.
Didn't move too bad then, Lucas Forbes. He's caught behind, but he didn't seem to be carrying a limp at all.
So a boundary throw in into attack for Thomson, northern end of the ground. Taking out of the ruck, Oakley. Gets it down, Nick Maharis over the top of it. Kicked out of his hands. Handball by Shannon. Got a runner, and that was Fisher. He loses the football as well. Comes back to O'Connor. Got Stein in support. Threw it to him. Stein gets away. Goes with a right foot high. Kick towards half forward. Weiss working his way back there. And I think the boundary line will beat him. It does. And it's out of bounds once again. Half forward flank out of side.
Already the indications are it's going to be pretty difficult out there today for your skills, and the boys are going to have to really concentrate hard. It's very blustery, hard to play footy in these conditions.
So a boundary throw in again. Oakley works his way to the front guard, and it gets it. And tapped it through towards Mitchell. Now it's sharked in there. Forbes, handball by Mitchell, gets it away to Gardner. Slung, still there, got rid of the footy, holding the ball, said the umpire. So a free kick to North Geelong. It'll be Rory Priddle. Defensive 50, half-back flank to try and drive it long. He goes towards Smith on a lead. Coming through Weiss as well. Goes towards centre wing. Highland's got it. Handball to Thorley. Runs the other way. Does well. And then short little kick to Shane Stone. They've done a few times this season. He handballs it back to O'Connor. Now they're probably coming the right side for a goal. He goes towards centre half forward, but sticking his hands up and taking the mark is Brett Fisher. He comes attacking side, looking for Lockwood. Has to set a task. He set him a task. He picks it up, draws a play, then handballs it to Joe McDermott, running straight past. He goes a short kick towards Zitko. Got a hand to it. Elzinger roved off the back. Then he kicks it back inboard, looking for Rathje. Was okay at the point of the centre square at half forward. Terrible kick off the boot. Goes towards Brett Bauer, who sticks the hands up and takes the mark.
How'd you been trying to mark that one?
Oh, it's
What
a
a
finger
shot.
breaker.
30 metres out from goal. Slide angle, Jeff Brethauer. And a terrible kick from Jason Rathje. The desired result got it to Brethauer, and he took the mark.
Well, it was a nice mark as well, wasn't it? They're not easy to mark them, and he controlled it beautifully.
And the beauty of being in front too, Laurie.
That's right. Today, everywhere you've got to be in front.
Brethauer comes in, kicks the
Finishes
goal. So his first, and the second for North Geelong. They go to 2 straight goals, 12. They lead Thomson yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes played.
You made the point on the locker room, Welshie, that Jeff Brethauer finals experience in other leagues and been very adept at it, and he's starting well again today.
Yeah, for sure. He played well last week too. He had an impact last week. He leads towards the ball, and he will put himself in front. And he's a big fella too to get around. So H might have his hands full today.
So back in the middle, umpire ready to put the ball in the air once again. Up it goes. Oakley and Weiss. Weiss on this occasion gets the tap down, intercepted by Gardner and Highland. He's put the ground. Ball comes loose. Handball from Ferguson looking for Price, but in the way there was Dean Oakley. Runs hard. Gets a handball to Timmy Gardner. He dodges a tackle, kicks towards centre half forward. But it's Brett Fisher again. 2 marks in 2 minutes to him, and he set the last goal up. He's gone wide to the wing. Found Rathje once again on the chest. He's got Priddle on the overlap. Terrible kick to Priddle, and he's turned the ball over because it comes back into Dan O'Connor's hand. Handball to Christian Highland. He kicks long to centre half forward for Thomson. Ball over the head of players. Russell Hearn for North Geelong runs back onto it. Forbes, good tackle. He's over the footy. Play on, said the umpire. Picked up by Nick Maharis. Hooks it back toward the goal. Which way is it going to go? It just bounced to the right-hand side of the big timber behind. First score for Thomson. They go to 1 behind. They trail North Geelong 2 goals, 12. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes gone.
Yes, well, North had an opportunity there. It was a very poor choice of kick from Justin Rathje. I don't know what he was thinking of then. I think he hasn't settled down yet.
Nah.
So quick from fullback. Goes straight down the middle looking for Fisher, who goes up and takes the mark. Handballs it off. Misses Shannon as a target. Does it himself. Handball this time to Priddle at half back. Goes back inboard looking for Elzinger. Thorley from behind. Back there also Smith. Runs backwards. Handball towards Jamie Weiss. who picks it up, and then handball, was going to handball. Then he kicks only as far as Tim Gardner on the cricket pitch area. He drills the ball towards Nick Maharis, takes the mark, was going to handball it off, called to play on now. Right foot kick towards the leader brother Troy. Off hands at the back is Troy Maharis again, who runs around. Handball towards Marty Rowan, runs inboard 30 metres and closing and kicks the goal.
Good play.
Marty Rowan has put the first goal on the board for Thomson. 1-1. Their tally, North Geelong 2 straight goals, 12 points. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
Well, that just come from a turnover, didn't it?
Well, turnover from Jamie Weiss it was,
yes.
and good decision making by the Thomson side. Then there was a good build up for that, and I think it was Troy Maharis got his hand on it, wasn't, with the handball out to Rowan and finished off with a nice goal.
Come off the half-back flank for that goal, I think.
They were in the process of switching the half-back flank onto Rafty on the wing.
Oh, right.
And I see that's where he's lining up now. But
Okay.
to his credit, he ran on, gave them something, and there's the goal. In the middle, once again, ball comes to no player in particular until Highland again picks it up. Great tackle, given plenty of time to get rid of it by the umpire. That's Price hard at the body. Weiss on the left foot kicks it forward for North Geelong. Elzinga, gee, the ball's bouncing straight. Oh, high tackle on poor Price. So North Geelong, the free kick just on the edge of the centre square. Price of North Geelong. Oh, low kick into the man the mark, but good work there by Ferguson. Handball well back to himself actually. Now to Elzinga. Outside 50 into the forward half. Aitchison in front, gets a fist to the footy. Flack missed it, came back again to Ferguson. Hook round the body to full forward. Zitko, a foot race now, leads. Can he pick it up? He can't. Tries to. Almost.
Good try.
Almost a soccer style goal from the soccer style person, Mario Zitko.
Actually, Dick spoke about that in the locker room, didn't he? About his foot skills.
So it's behind to North Geelong, 2-1-13, Victory Trophy scoreboard, Thomson 1-1-7, and it's 11.5 minutes first quarter.
Rowan chips it short to Riley in the left back pocket, takes the mark. He chips it towards Bradley, still inside defensive 50. He's taken the mark now.
It's a dangerous ploy Welsh you got with Ratty on his own.
Yeah, drives it long towards centre wing. Hearn at the back, Stein there as well. Armstrong Stein gathers it. Was going to handball inboard, now does, a terrible handball in the end. Sets up Highland, he handballs over the top to Gardner, has to sit and wait for it. Now he handballs to Aitchison, running through the middle, gets a great Shepherd, terrible kick off the boot. Goes towards O'Connor, leading the race to the ball, needs somebody back inboard, it's Rowan. He gives it to him, off a step, goes long towards Troy Maharis and also Forbes, punched away. At the foot of the ball now is Weiss. He can't pick it up, coming through Daniels. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can, close to the boundary line. Turns it around the corner, back towards Forbes in the goal square. Can't take it with him. Handball away. North Geelong out of defence. McDermott has to sit and wait for it. Oh, teammate Quick ran the other way. Now a kick off the ground back towards centre half back. Priddle gets a hand to it. Got Shannon in support. He gets away from Rowan. Goes towards a vacant half forward flank. Zitko comes out at pace. He picks it up. He gets it on the string now. Now he turns around on the right boot. Half forward goes long towards Price and also Thorley over the back. Thorley worked behind very well defensively, but might fall towards Paul Price. He's over the top of it now, needs some help. He hasn't got anybody around him. He's slung off the ball. In the end, Thomson worked pretty hard to bottle it up, and they do so 10 metres out from the North Geelong goal.
Just going down there with Lucas Forbes, just said not playing for a long time. Touch. Last year we would have seen him grab that ball and swing around and kick a goal, and just a touch of not playing. That's all it is. And the finals footy, you've got to have it.
Ball up 10 metres out, North Geelong goal. Gardner taps it away, so does Bradley over the boundary line. Boundary throw in, left forward pocket. 2-1-13 North Geelong. They lead Thomson 1-1-7. We've been playing 13.5 minutes of the first term.
So the boundary umpire deep in the forward pocket for North Geelong. About to put the ball back into play. Short throw in, Aitchison in front, takes the footy. Oh, attacking the football. Good work there, but went without the footy was Shannon. And Thomson just forced the ball across the face of goal and drifts over the boundary line. Throw in, 25 metres from the behind post, this time on the western side. The scoring side of the ground, according to all of us in the broadcast box. But of course it's much more difficult out in the ground to do that. Ball comes in. Big throw in on this occasion. The wind got hold of that. Thomson tried to push it forward. Mitchell, handball to Aitchison, to Highland. He's tackled. As he's slung over the boundary line, the ball falls free and the ball is out of bounds once again. North Geelong gain 10 metres. They're now only about 10 metres from the behind post as the boundary umpire again. Long throw in at the back, taken there by Stone. Handball to Stein, who's running. Bounces well for him, picks it up. Well, instead of continuing on and putting the ball in the boot, ran back into trouble, and I suppose that was the problem. Had nobody to kick to, so he's found the safety of the boundary.
Got a habit of doing that. Just likes to go back into the traffic, and it just throws your fellas up the ground out of position.
So ball out of bounds, centre wing out of side. 15 minutes into the first quarter in the preliminary final. Oakley tapped down to the front, picked up by O'Connor for Thomson, kicks into the breeze. If it bounces, Thomson are away through Daniels. Oh, good work, Fisher. Attacked the footy and the man and got the ball to centre half forward. Paul Price, can he break the tackle? He gets it to Zitko. Zitko turns. The ball lands in the goal square. Good work, Aitchison once again. Helped out by Roberts. And Roberts of Thomson takes the footy along the ground and finds the safety of the boundary. Going for the defensive option.
Well, just the importance of the right decision making. Mario Zitko should have fed that little handball out there, and he would have ran fair into the goals. But it's easy, as Eric said before, and Paul, it's easy for us to say sitting in the box here. But you've got to have the right decision. The decision making is very important in finals.
So 16 minutes into the first quarter, it's 13 plays 7. North Geelong in front.
So a boundary throw in. Flack, Oakley, half forward flank for the Magpies. Falls to the front of the pack for Highland. Goes with the right boot. Long towards Armstrong and Hearn. Hearn in front. And he's seen it over the boundary line. That's an interesting matchup. Russell Hearn against Sabali Armstrong.
Who's on Christian Highland? He's had a fair bit of a footy.
Nobody, I think.
At clearances he hasn't. He's getting it away at clearances.
So boundary throw in. Centre wing. Out of side. Oakley and Gardner from the back. Breaks a tackle. Handball to O'Connor. Good skills. Handball over the top. Set up. Nick Maharis. Fisher away from behind. Punch to further afield towards Rathje. Now Stein. Turns around over the shoulder. Right foot kick. Only as far though as Weiss. Oh, he doesn't take the mark, does he?
Oh, come on.
And he has... No,
he's going to bounce
I
it.
think he's going to bounce it, is he?
Good decision.
Yes, it'll have to be.
Jamie Weiss had actually dropped the mark. The umpire had blown the whistle, so it will be a ball up on centre wing on the outer side. So good decision.
Good umpiring there.
Yep.
Often they change their minds, but...
So it'll be a ball up, outer side centre wing position. Oakley and Weiss both get a hand to it. Now a quick kick from the pack. Over the head of Fisher and Maharis at centre half forward. Foot race now. Fisher kick off the ground across half back. Still a foot race getting across there. Ferguson puts the pedal to the metal. Gets there first. Can't pick it up though. Nick Maharis keeps his feet and he leads in the race of the football now. It might sit for him. No, it doesn't. Fisher's past it. Now also Ferguson. Handball over the top was intelligent to Fisher. He's got Rathje in support, but he elects to go further afield. Mitchell in front of Zitko. Nearly bowls him over. He got a foot to it. Now Smith can handball it. No, he can't. Yes, he can. Back to Rathje on centre wing. He goes with the right boot. Long towards Shannon. Called out. And punched away well by Riley at the back for Thomson. Good defensive play. Out of bounds. Boundary throw in. 50 metres out from the North Geelong goal. They lead 2-1. Thomson 1-1. Been playing 18 minutes in the first term. Boundary throw in. Rathje gives it a good thump towards Brethauer and Aitchison. Brethauer tries to tap it back towards Shannon. Now Thorley keeps his feet. Left foot kick short to Rathje. Off a step. Left foot kick. And he has missed everything. Out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick to John Mitchell in the right back pocket for Thomson. I want to try and switch play to the opposite side, the defensive side. He does now. Goes short to Highland in the left back pocket. Plays on. Goes further afield. Looking for Aitchison over the back. Now Smith close to the boundary line. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Back towards centre wing. Oh, terrible kick off the boot. Looking for Weiss. Hearn's there as well. He gets a good shepherd from Weiss. Can he pick it up the coach? He can. He runs away on centre wing. Goes back towards half forward. It's okay. Short kick finds Lockwood. Takes a mark. Takes a bounce. Plays on. 65 metres out. Terrible kick. Goes towards Zitko. Can't take it with him. Aitchison across the back. And Price under pressure. And he sees it over the boundary line. Andrew Aitchison for a boundary throw-in.
Laurie, there are signs here that North Geelong have come to play.
Yeah, definitely, Eric. There's definitely improvement in their attitude to their game this week as against last week, Eric. No doubt about that.
Ball thrown in, half forward flank for North. Brethauer doing the ruck work, comes to ground. Highland again, handball out to O'Connor. O'Connor's little chip pass intercepted by Paul Price. And that's the intensity that North Geelong seemed to have today. Last week that wasn't happening, and Price there, almost a smother off the boot.
Well, nearly a steal, actually.
It was, and the ball forced over the boundary line once again. So comes in, Brethauer and Aitchison doing the ruck work. Brethauer gets the tap down. Ferguson tackled with the footy, and umpire said no prior opportunity, so he'll put it in the air. 40 metres from the North Geelong goal, inside the forward 50 arc. Ball goes up once again. Brethauer and Aitchison once again come down to Ferguson. Gets clear. That's a magnificent kick across the body. It's just across the goal as well, and only a behind to Andrew Ferguson and to North Geelong. They move to 2-2-14. They lead Thomson 1-1-7. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes gone.
So Noel Rowley back to full back for Thomson to do the kicking in. Simon Shannon standing the mark. So he's got Thorley short. He was nearly going to go there. He's got O'Connor as well. He elects though to go further and goes to outside 50 with a good kick. Big pack falls into the arms of Weiss, can't take the mark. He follows it up. Also there, Elzinger rides a bump, handball back towards Weiss, close and to Brethauer, in fact, close to the boundary line. Gives it away to Flack. Goes it towards Rory Priddle over his head though. Falls towards Daniels at centre half back. Now he goes out wide looking for O'Connor. Can't take the mark. But will it sit for him? No. Ferguson harasses him, but he picks it up. Handball back inboard, misses its target. Highland has to get away from a couple, does easily. Gets it towards Gardner, gets a Shepherd. Now he handballs it back to Highland, who followed up. Centre half forward goes long. Forbes one out with Fryers. It's a foot race now. Fryers does very well. Pushes in front of him, close to the boundary line. Little toe poke by Forbes. Then they're both on the ground, and it's out of bounds. Good contest by Luke Forbes and Chris Fryers. And it's out of bounds, 30 metres out from the Thomson goal.
They've probably been two of the young guns of the league over the last
Played
year
under
or two.
17s together too, Chris Fryers and Luke Forbes. Boundary throw in. Nobody really taking the ruck contest. Weiss got it away to Fryers. He goes with the right boot. Short kick, partly smothered. Through the middle was McDermott. Now also Daniels. Handball towards Nick Maharis. Tried to break free. Priddle through the middle as well. Off hands and out of bounds for a throw in. This time 45 metres around from the Thomson goal.
Thomson got to set up the score here, I think.
So 2-2-14 North. Thomson 1-1-7. Boundary throw-in again punched away by Nick Maharis straight to the arms of Shane Stone. Left foot kick and he's just missed.
Should have made better of that, Shane, then.
And through for one behind. They go to 1-2-8 Thomson. They trail North Geelong 2-2-14. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes played.
Perhaps a lack of torque, Welshie, because he just ran straight onto his left foot, whereas a bit of torque, another step was the right foot, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
So Peter Quick, a short chip in, finds McDermott. He continues on. Another chip has found...
No, it was Gibbs,
well,
it was.
Gibbs, sorry. And now McDermott has taken the mark on half-back flank. Oh, a high kick. Wynn taking it back into the middle. Falls in front of the players. Lockwood tries to tap it forward. Thorley tries to grab it. Player Maharis is down. Oh, Oakley picks it up and runs. Has a bounce. Kicks it long towards the half-forward flank. Up high there was Savali Armstrong. Can't take the mark. Peter Quick picks it up. Long handball to Elzinger, who's clear on his own. And the opponent, Stein, other side of the ground. Elzinger runs forward to the centre square. Picked up there by Shannon. Handballs forward. Still has the ball in front of him. Oh, good work, Rowan. Desperate in getting the body over the footy. And Aitchison comes in to help out. And the ball forced to the boundary line and over. And just Stein giving Elzinger far too much latitude there, Welshie.
Yeah, for sure. I think he followed the ball in. He got caught up in the traffic and followed the ball in instead of worrying about his man.
Well, I'm not sure where he's going. He was on Ferguson there before.
Well, from the throw-in, ball came to Elzinger. His kick is smothered. Comes to Gardner. He can't get a breath hour. Fresh air shot. Nice pick up there by Riley. And finally the kick from Thorley. Across the ground again. And I think Thomson in ultra-defensive mode there found the safety of the boundary.
But defending all right at the moment, Thomson. They're just pushing towards the boundary line.
So 23 and a half minutes gone.
You'd be pretty happy about that, Welshie, wouldn't you?
Ball comes in once again. Gardner and Oakley over the top. Well, it finally comes down to it was Gardner again. Tried to get a kick away. Pretty scrambly right at the moment. And just as Thomson got the footy out, the whistle on play, advantage paid to Thomson. Savali Armstrong's away, finds Maharis Nick on the lead. Handballs to Rowan, who's on the overlap. He's tackled by Fisher. No left foot there, Rowan. And great work, Brett Fisher. 1 against 2, got the footy. Zitko leads in the race for the footy. He gets around.
That's better, son.
He runs inside 50, lines up the goals, and can't even guide that one through. So second behind to Mario Zitko, but some good signs there for North. as they put their third behind on the board. 2-3-15. They lead Thomson 1-2-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 24.5 minutes gone.
He read that very well, Brett Fisher, then, didn't he? He knew Nick Maharis was going to feed it off, and he just closed the gap. And
he's playing a
did an
good game
excellent
there,
job.
Paul, Brett Fisher.
Yes.
So Bradley at fullback now. Straight down the middle, looking for Jason Stein, and he should have taken the mark. If it had been cream pie, hit him in the head. Daniels through the middle, can't take it with him. Now Stein over the top of it. North Geelong kick off the ground by Weiss. Pretty good in the end. Price overruns it. Riley doesn't there. Great tackle, Paul Price though. Through the middle, Flack. Riley again, little toe poke. Ferguson gets across there. And also Elzinger in support. Ferguson uses his pace now. Left foot kick back towards the top of the square. No, it's not. It's out of bounds on the full, and will be a free kick to Thomson in the last line of defence. John Mitchell will take the free kick. So,
Not much to kick to.
no, Oakley long. Maybe go in that direction. He does now towards Oakley up against Weiss. Weiss used the body pretty well. Then he runs the other way, does well with the left boot. Long towards Elzinger. Can't take the mark. The wind swirling there. He goes back on it though. Breaks free. Right foot kick towards Brethauer up against over the back Zitko. Also through the middle was O'Connor and off hands. And Thomson scrambling at the end there through for one behind to North Geelong. They go to 2-4-16. And they lead Thomson 1-2-8. That is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes played.
So they did well to hold that up there, the Thomson boys, didn't they, to make a point out of it.
So Christian Thorley kicked to himself and ran forward. The big torpedoes landed in the middle.
Talk, boys.
It's over the head of Oakley and a couple of teammates. Fisher, no, it's Weiss once again, just kicks it forward, hit and hope. But in the way there was Andrew Ferguson, took the mark, runs handball to Corey Lockwood. Inside 50, and well, I don't know whether Rasty heard Zitko call him out, but he certainly let it go for Zitko, and he's taken the mark overhead. 15 metres from goal, next to no angle to speak of, perhaps nearer 45 degrees, but we're going to be right behind the kick from Zitko, who's already kicked two behinds. Has been much more prominent this week than what he was last week. And up forward, umpire Fanning put him two strides across and he took one back, and as umpire Fanning turned his back. So Zitko now moves in on the right foot. I tell you what, if he scraped it in, he's barely scraped it in. He has. Might have been lucky, Welshie, I think. But it is a goal. North Geelong go to 3-4-22. They lead Thomson 1-2-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, and we've ticked past 27 minutes.
Well, it didn't look a very good kick off the boot, but got the desired result, and it'd probably do the kid a world of good because he has been their forward scorer in the last few games, and that's probably his first one in the final series, I think. He hasn't got many, so that might be just a little bit of confidence that he needs.
He's had a bit of the ball too early in the game, which will help his confidence.
So back to the middle. 27.5 minutes played first term. Weiss up against Oakley. Weiss gets it down to Priddle. Off a step. Just slipped as he kicked. Goes towards Bradley and Flack. Bradley right next to him. Now Riley leaves it behind. And was that a high tackle? Yes, it was, says the umpire. Against Paul Smith. Against the Thomson defence. Outside 50. Now he goes with the left foot. Keeps it low towards Brethauer. Good kick and a good lead. And Jeff Brethauer has taken the mark. He's kicked one goal already in this term. Chance to put goal number 2 on the board, and a handy lead at quarter time for North Geelong.
He's a surprise packet lorry running from full forward.
He certainly is. He got a bit of speed there. He got in front. There was no way known. It just had to be a good pass in the right spot, and he was going to get it every time. And that, when it's delivered like that, it's very, very hard to beat a bloke of that size.
Brethauer comes in.
Oh, lovely kick.
And has put it through for his second. And the fourth for North Geelong. So the Magpies, they go to 4-4-28. They lead Thomson 1-2-8. That is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, and that is the siren for quarter time. So North Geelong 4-4-28. Lead Thomson 1-2-8. The goal kickers for North, 2 to Jeff Brethauer and singles to Simon Shannon and Mario Zitko. The goal for Thomson coming to Marty Rowan. 20 points of difference at quarter time. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter action of our preliminary final coverage. You're listening to Matchday Live on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.